And welcome back to another edition of the John Wayne Surge Protector Podcast, 60/40 production. I'm Eric Halsey.
Alex Medway here, and let's go over what we did on the weekend. You got anything new?
I got dragged to a fancy pants gala.
Ooh, how fancy are pants?
Black tie. It was like lipstick on a pig.
How was it? Hors d'oeuvre plates and everything, or what?
Yeah, there were some hors d'oeuvres. It was nice, but it's, when a food is too fancy for you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was like that. It was like, don't you have like pigs in a blanket? And they're like, sir, like looking at me like, I had steaming turds coming out of my ears.
Listen, with the current presidency, we're serving hamburgers for national championships. So, you're in the right house.
Yeah, so stuck out like a sore thumb. So that was super cool. How was your weekend?
Well, I finally finished up the J.D. Vance book. And in it, it's kind of funny. Like, he's out there, he's like, yeah, man, because he apparently worked for, like, a senator or somebody in Congress. And one of the things, he's like, yeah, and this guy didn't vote to stop predatory loan vendors. And then he goes in and, like, talking about an experience he had. One time, he was supposed to get a paycheck to end up paying for his rent, but he forgot to pick up a check, so he didn't have it. So he went to this wonderful vendor guy, and he took out a loan, and he paid it back on Monday when he had his check. And that's why predatory loan lenders should be allowed.
It seems like it worked out for him.
So, but one time he loaned from a guy at 28% APR. He's like, I had a great experience. Everyone should try this.
Yeah, I hate him.
The thing about this J.D. Vance, it's actually quite hilarious. It's the current J.D. Vance and the one that wrote this book are night and day. And I think that's kind of Meemaw. Because Meemaw was beating him and beating some sense into him. And as soon as Meemaw went away, he's like, no, it's cool. I like Trump. I never called him a Hitler.
Yeah, I did. No, he actually said he did call him that. And he got elected anyways, and his economic, plan worked, despite what all the economists said. So, who's the genius now?
As long as you don't look at the actual data or fact check, it was a great first 4 years. Just killed it. Knocked it out the ballpark.
I mean, we were finally great again.
Yeah.
That's what Fox told me.
Yeah, that's what Fox is still telling me.
Yeah.
But then they also told the court that no one should listen to us for satire.
Yeah, I think it's great that 30 hot Fox News hosts are now integral parts of our government.
Mm-hmm.
And they all came from the same place that had to pay $787 million for spreading lies.
Did you hear Kristi Noem is like, yeah, man, Trump doesn't even listen to me, like, read these briefings. She's trying to get him made in, like, TV cartoons so he actually watches them.
Oh, I thought that was Tulsi. Who said?
It's one of those two.
Either way, they both got to go, but they're evil just in different ways.
Yeah, they're very similar. Both about $200,000 worth of plastic surgery.
Yeah, I definitely saw something where it was like, we need to, instead of just printing these out for him, we need to basically make it like a Fox show so he listens to it.
You think we're gonna hire a little puppeteer and make one of those old school, hand puppets, stands up, like, this is Vladimir Putin. He's launched this many attacks this weekend.
I'm pretty sure they think all puppets are liberal monsters spreading disinformation. And only one side of racism.
Yeah. I mean, they learn good skills. What's the problem?
No, I hate them all. Every one of them.
But to finish up an old JD, the reason that I say his book is completely different from current JD, because do you know where this thing was published and recorded?
I'm guessing somewhere in the deep south, some of that Bible Belt real American place he came from.
Yeah. I've got this one queued up from the back end because I had to do a spit take when I heard it. So why don't you give it a quick listen?
This is J.D. Vance. This production of Hillbilly Elegy, a memoir of a family and culture in crisis, was directed by Julia Hutton and recorded at Fantasy Studios in Berkeley, California.
Yeah.
Well, I was close.
I could get it if it was Berkeley, Alabama, but it's Berkeley, California. About as liberal as you can get.
Well, don't forget where he was living before becoming vice president. The most liberal, gayest place on earth.
Yeah. That's why Meemaw had to ask him.
They're just nice neighborhoods. These people have made so much money that they forget their own like BS rhetoric. And then they move in. They're like, oh, yeah, I got to complain about all these neighbors in this beautiful place I've moved to now.
Yeah, these manicured lawns and people who make very good money and are pillars of a community instead of beating their spouses.
Yeah, no, if he was really a man of his word and really wanted to stick with some roots, he should be in some podunk hurricane-ravaged town that FEMA's not going to help with.
He'd be the first federal agent down there.
Yeah.
So, moving right along to the private sector, let's hit the old Tesla ticker. When we last talked on Thursday, sitting pretty at 358, it was gaining a little bit of momentum, and now there's been a slight market correction, and it's gone down to 344, which makes me wonder if beforehand the market was thinking that Elon Musk is the savior of Tesla, and it's only going to get better. What could have happened to Elon Musk this weekend that maybe, I don't know, made the markets doubt it?
Well, in KK Ketamine news, our fearless leader hosted an Oval Office press conference on Friday to announce Elon's official departure from his unelected government role of cancer. And Elon was high as giraffe nuts. If you haven't seen it yet, and it's almost impossible that you haven't, go watch this video. He's swaying back and forth. His head is spastically jerking up and down, and his body seems to function at random. The most important part, look at his eyes. That dude is watching a laser light show in his own brain that nobody else can see. He looks like he's having a blast.
They're always complaining about poor people getting benefits. Like, to get these benefits, you need to work. Like, well, I'm on unemployment because I got injured on the job. Like, well, you got to get drug tested. Like, cool. Why is the guy who just gutted $160 billion worth of government high as a kite during work hours, man? Like, you got to set standards and you got to employ them across the board.
I mean, I don't know about you, but everything I've been reading is they're saying it was, ecstasy and ketamine and mushrooms, and all of those drugs are pretty peaceful and just chill. Like, you just want to help and be part of, a community. So I don't know if billionaire drugs are just that much better that it makes you a hateful little troll. Or if it's really just, goes down to their, insanely rich fathers not hugging them enough.
Like, why would you mix all three of those? Like, when you're on mushrooms, I'm fine with just mushrooms. Like, maybe you'll smoke a little weed, but nah, I need to go ahead and supersize this order. Get me the ketamine and the ecstasy. Like, I need a party drug and mushrooms all together. Why?
Yeah, it's some things just don't go together. Like all the great comedians like Belushi and them that died of speedballs. Either do coke and be upper or do heroin and be downer. But don't mix them both. That just makes middle. And then your heart gives out.
At least they did it behind closed door. This dummy showing up at the Oval, but Zelensky getting chewed because he doesn't have his suit. This guy's high as a kite. Like, no, that works.
But you know what? Maybe it's those drugs that let him come up with that super funny two-hat joke. Moron.
I bet you it was hilarious when he was high on goofballs, sitting there by himself, staring at a ceiling fan. You're like, two hats.
I guarantee you, he put that second hat on over his first hat and immediately pissed his pants. He's like, I'm a genius, like Kanye level, I am a comedic genius.
Like, what? Are they ready for three hats? Like, no, I should definitely just stick with two. No one's smart enough for three hat.
Public's not ready for this.
Yeah, I can't drop this on him. I'll do it in Mars. When we get to Mars, I'll do a three hat joke. But for now, we'll just stick to two hats.
I'll just do one more hat, and then with my extra time, I'll just kill off more humanitarian aid.
USAID, but I added another hat.
Yeah. This guy is killing me.
Let's switch to a lighter subject. I mean, usually this is a time for our Ukraine update, and boy, have we got a Ukraine update. But we're also trying to appeal to the boomers, the zoomers, and anybody else in between, far right, far left. We don't care. But sometimes we want to mix in some pop culture references. So as we get into talking about Operation Spiderweb, my friend here has a couple references that you should listen to.
All right. Well, as an alt-rock aficionado and a man still stuck in the 90s, according to his iPod Nano. Sorry I'm not home right now. I'm droning like a spiderwebs. After months of playing red light, green light with quote-unquote allies, and even being treated like just a girl at the White House, President Zelensky decided it's my life and unleashed hell like a pissed-off ex-girlfriend on a Sunday morning. Yes, after hiding drones in hidden false roof panels of trucks, Captain Ukraine summoned said drones and underneath it all and whispered, "Hey, baby," as he launched hella good attacks that sent the Russians running. As far as actual damage done, reports vary from 13 bombers to 40 bombers destroyed, to Putin claiming, "Excuse me, mister," only admitting some damage had been done to some planes and telling Kremlin officials to don't speak. Either way, when it comes to questioning Ukraine's will to continue, Zelensky is left no doubt. And if you caught any of those 12 references, be sure to make sure your car stash of Rolaids is back to full.
I would have gotten about 4 of them if I didn't have a show notes.
Well, you were more of a hard rock guy anyways.
Yeah, I missed out on a couple no doubt moments there, but I'm sure she's back and touring. Maybe I'll just make up for it on the back end.
Ska's coming back, I'm telling you. One of these days.
Always is. Let's go ahead and jump on in of what No Doubt had mentioned many, many years back, Operation Spiderweb. So Ukraine was a busy, busy beaver over a weekend, and as America's aid has switched from munitions and weapon systems to angry posts on truth, Russia has amplified their attacks with both drones and missiles. And they keep launching the missiles, and they keep running back and be like, if you fire back, we'll start a nuclear war, and you're responsible for it. Like, I'm sorry, man. If you come in, you start a fight, and then you start screaming, "My dad's a lawyer," if a guy tries to hit back, like, that's not you winning. That's not projecting strength at all. That's kind of soft.
Yeah,
and if you go ahead.
Yeah, absolutely. It's like you go pick a fight, you hit a guy 4 or 5 times, he hits you once, and then you go run to your car and get a gun.
Yeah, but that's a lawyer. Bang, bang, bang. Maybe don't start fights, man. It's and also the Istanbul negotiations started, and even Medvedev, one of the puppet presidents of Russia, when Putin took a break, he even came out and he said, he's like, the Istanbul talks not for striking compromise peace on someone else's delusional terms, but for ensuring our swift victory and complete destruction of a neo-Nazi regime. That's what the Russian memorandum published yesterday is about. So again, the Jewish president is also a Nazi, and their swift victory, which taken over 3 years, is not so effing swift. So I don't know, man. Maybe the war's not going so well.
Dude, it's pro wrestling heel 101. Just never admit you lost. Always say you won, and just don't answer any follow-up questions.
It's the best. As long as there's no fact check and keep it rolling. So going back to Operation Spiderweb. So Ukraine's getting really effing tired of everyone just launching their own missiles at them and then threatening to shoot nuclear missiles at them. So they're like, well, we have a bunch of restrictions. We can't fire in some of these places. So they thought about the greatest thing ever. And over a year and a half, they were planning this thing. And they ended up executing it over a weekend. So what they did is they took these shipping containers, and the top of them, they put a bunch of drones in. And the shipping containers would open up automatically, and then the drones would take off. The drones were also wired to be operated on Russian satellite, their cell phone network. And they paid a bunch of these Russian drivers, like, the guys had no idea. They're like, yeah, man, just transport these containers to these spots. And all of these spots were really close to air bases. And these guys went out there and they dropped them off. And sure enough, over a weekend, the little tops on these bad boys came out and they hit 5 different air bases. And they were just blowing things up, and it was glorious to watch.
You know, you're obviously the more military-prone one here, but just kind of digging in on Spiderweb. People are gushing over, this is the new atom bomb. This is there's a before this attack, and then there is an after. Like, They're going absolutely insane over how brilliant this was.
Yeah. It's insane because what they ended up doing is they knocked out a bunch of A50s, 295s, and 222 M3s. Not sponsored by BMW, but Tupolevs. So the 95 and the 22 are essentially the bomber variants. The 22 is the modern engine. The 95 is the one that most people remember, and it's the most iconic. It has the propellers, it has the range, and they're not made anymore. So it's tough to replenish these. You can make more missiles in a warehouse quickly, but you can't do this nearly as fast. And the A50s are essentially the AWACS equivalent, which is a giant radar, like flying radar platform for detection and everything else like that. And if it's true that Ukraine blew up 2 of them, Russia now has less than 10 of these things in operation. It's wild.
And the craziest thing about this whole attack is, so the A-50 is estimated to be about $300 to $350 million per plane, right?
Mm-hmm.
Every one of these little drone setups that Zelensky had, less than $4,000 total.
That's awesome.
That's ROI, buddy boy.
Like the fact that they did this, and some of the talking heads are out there screaming like, the U.S. wasn't informed about this. It's like, you can't tell me with a straight face that if Zelensky had told like Trump about this one, the next phone call Trump would be making is straight to the Kremlin.
100%. 100%.
Hey Vlad, I got some good news. Like, what do you want, fatty?
Do you think this was the very, very bad, all in capitals, thing he was protecting Putin from, as per his Truth Social post?
No, it's got to be something else. He thought of like all the sanctions that he didn't do. Like, he stopped giving out intelligence to the Ukrainians. Like, he stopped shipments of arms that are supposed to have come down, like what Biden approved. He's denied votes. Like, so there's other things that he done. There's no way he knew about this.
Good for Zelensky.
Yeah. Like, well, why do we need to tell you? You didn't provide these stupid drones. Go F yourself.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks for stopping that military aid. We'll just handle this one on our own.
Well, cool. We'll just go back in the garage and make a couple ourselves.
Back to the lab.
So, you might think that the ending was just the spiderweb. No. In addition to knocking out the planes at the air bases, the Ukrainians also blew up 2 bridges, allegedly. And for that, Andrei Klishas, a senior member of the Federation Council, Russia's upper chamber of parliament, said on Telegram that the incidents in Bryansk show that Ukraine has long the attributes of a state that has turned into a terrorist enclave. Yes, when you compare to Russia's use of thermobaric rockets on civilian population, knocking out a rail line is about the same thing.
Like that Family Guy skit where Peter farts in the elevator and just points at the other person and goes, "You did it."
Yeah, it was you.
Yeah, and the beautiful thing about this was, so they had attacked these bridges before, right? Like from the top. And you can kind of repair that, it takes some time. It's still a drag. These ones, they just strapped like 2 tons of dynamite to a boat and blew up the bottom of it.
Yeah.
Like under the water, which.
Well, that's another one I was going to get into. That's the Crimean Bridge. That's Kursk Bridge.
Oh, he hit another bridge?
Yeah, dude, they were busy. That's what I just heard about now. And the Crimean Bridge we're kind of like going back and forth here because one of the other things that Germany, this is over a weekend. I actually did these notes, but this is brand new. That's actually been released. Zelensky met with Germany's Chancellor Friedrich Merz, and Merz was kind of talking. He's like, hey, man, we're all about giving you long-range aid. So that's when the speculation about the Taurus missile, and you remember about the mighty Taurus missile.
I do.
Came out. Yeah. That bad boy, they were like, yeah, we might just blow up a Kursk Bridge after all. But over the weekend, they did the whole underground blast, and if you take a look at it right now, Russian military is no longer using that bridge. They're actually resupplying through the occupied territories up north, but they're not using it because there's something clearly not working right on that bridge because, I don't know, a couple 1,000 pounds of TNT will do that to you.
When I read it was TNT, the only thing I could think of was a Looney Tunes cartoon from like the 60s, like Wile E. Coyote.
Yeah. Just Zelensky with a plunger, like, ha-ha!
Like, Next week, it's going to be Zelensky's dropping anvils from the sky down onto the Roadrunner population.
I mean, there's only so much he can do, and HIMARS missiles aren't there. So if it works, it works.
Buddy, this is pulling yourself up by your bootstraps.
Yeah, well, clearly doing terrorist actions, and you shouldn't be hitting back at the person who invaded you. That's how you start World War III.
No, absolutely not. Zelensky said, "I'll instead of buying avocado toast, I'm going to use old school 1900s style explosives to just turn this war up a notch."
Like, we've been making our coffee at home, man. Like, at a certain time, it's got to pay dividends.
You can't do the things to us that we did to you.
My dad's a lawyer.
I'm honestly.
So I
Zelensky had me at the beginning of this when we offered to fly him out of Ukraine. He said, "I don't need a ride. I need more guns."
Yeah, he's like, "I need more ammo." Like, the guy's awesome. Like, he stayed there the entire time. Like, I did not believe he could rise to all this. I mean, the guy comes from a background. He was essentially just an actor. So he has like a TV show. He had one. He was very popular in Russia and everything else. And he was just a comedian. And the guy's, I mean, he's come a long way. Like, he's a wartime president in a war that nobody thought would last more than 2 weeks. And he's stretched it into the 3-year mark.
Just paving the way for Jon Stewart in 2028.
Yeah, I was going to say, because you keep going for Newsom. I saw his Stewart clip the other day. I was like, that should be the actual ticket right there.
I mean, who doesn't vote for that?
Well, I can't wait till that smear campaign comes out.
He's a Joe.
Yeah. Jon Stewart hates Jewish people, and he's actually attacked puppies.
He
was comedy. Eating them with the Haitians.
He was in How High promoting weed.
Just the devil's lettuce, and he was higher than Elon, and you got to be really high to be that high.
Oh my God! Yeah.
So since it is Tuesday, I think we got a special episode today.
I had to pull this one back because I got super excited and wrote it up on Thursday and said, no, let's save this bad boy for Taco Tuesday. Last Thursday, a reporter asked Trump about the new Wall Street term taco trade, which stands for Trump always chickens out. And Trump, in real time, looked at it and went, "Oh, I haven't heard that yet." And took, I'm guessing, about 8 to 9 seconds for it to sink in. Because I was like, oh, wow, you know what? Maybe he's grown as, a person and a leader. He's got a little bit thicker skin. And then at about the 9-second mark from there, he blows his gasket. It was beautiful. He lost his damn mind. He started rambling about how Biden's country was stone cold dead. That's our country, by the way. And now we're the hottest country in the world as per some Saudi king or some such nonsense. He's talking about this place like we're a club. It's miserable.
It's hotter than the fries in that trailer that they brought for me.
And then as his mind started wandering, he went back to the well by calling the question itself nasty and then yelling at the reporter for their question in their fake news outlet he came from.
That's like an OG move that they just keep going to, like, you're fake news, it's not real. Like, oh, really?
Just play the hits. His morons keep backing it, so why not, right?
Yeah. Like, if our base still believes it, like, it still works in my mind.
Election's still stolen, right?
Yeah.
And to double down earlier today, the DNC rented out a taco truck and parked it right in front of the GOP headquarters. This did not go well with the rest of the conservatives who admonished those dirty, dirty Democrats, calling them lame opposition. End of story. No, guess Hillbilly Elegy used all of his eloquent words on that book, huh?
Like, is that the best comeback that they know? Like, that's get shoved into a locker response. Like, your mother's was on its own. Like, nuh-uh.
I just wish I wish Jamie Raskin would throw on some eyeliner and then put out a video clutching his pearls over JD. They're like, stop calling us weird. Just doing the same thing with, we're not lame.
Like, they keep tossing all these things, giving everyone a nickname, but God forbid they get one back. Wait, oh my God. It's the same thing as Russia. Like, we're allowed to launch missiles, but you can't launch any at us. Like, I'm allowed to call you Sleepy Joe, but I'm not Taco Don.
Yeah, and it's almost as like they're working hand in hand off the same
Leave.
playbook.
There was, as far as the taco business, and obviously it's in Texas. These pillbillies down there ended up making a Trump burger restaurant. And it just has Trump stamps on everything, yada, yada. And I'm sure you can buy a congressman down there or whatever else is being sold. But people keep trolling the place and they keep calling it and asking if they do tacos. And they are not too happy about that one, just as Trump doesn't like being called taco.
Now, unfortunately, in Texas, where it's open carry, that kind of thing might get you shot. But
that's why they made cell phones.
Yeah, it's worth the joke. It's worth the joke.
If your first response is to start shooting when someone tells a joke out, you're like, what the hell? I find that offensive. Blah, 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 blah.
It's a clear indicator you were either hugged too much or not enough as a child.
I hate it.
Yeah. Well, all this taco nonsense happened at the Oval Office. And you know what else happened at the Oval Office? I forgot to mention during Elon's I'm leaving now, please stop hating me tour. He brought his brand new friend Shiner with him as he showed up sporting a black eye, because if showing up high right after a fist fight is the most super professional thing you can do in the most important office in the world.
Do you think that's how he got it? Because he was so high he can't defend himself, or is it just because he grew up a nerd?
Were you reading our show notes? So, so when asked about his freshly dotted I, Elon blamed his 5-year-old son X, saying he told his son, go ahead and punch me in the face. Like all of our fathers did when we were 5 years old. Said nobody.
He's sharing ketamine with a kid, right?
I don't believe that. I don't believe that at all.
Huh.
No. I think that kid has full-blown Dexter vibes. He's going to be one of those, I don't drink alcohol because it numbs the senses when I kill neighborhood cats.
Well, yeah, but there's 1,000,000% he's getting a robot body and a giant throne to rule over mankind, but there's no way Elon hasn't been like, hey, X, you want to try some X?
It's in my second hat.
Yeah, look, X for X. You'll be on yourself. It'll be the best.
No, that kid has absolute all black shark eyes. There is no soul behind that little tiny body of his. You may remember little X from his last trip to the Oval Office, where that entitled little monster told Trump to shush his mouth and that he needed to go away.
To which Trump responded by just nodding and smiling to the kid because Elon runs a country.
Maybe he had flashbacks from Epstein Island there. Like, oh, they're making him sassy. Allegedly.
Not touching that one with a stick.
Yeah. So, again, if you live anywhere near Elon, please keep an eye on your household pets because that kid is definitely going to grow up to murder them.
Yeah. Straight M60s in a bum.
It's the only way I can feel things.
If that kid's laughing and smiling, check on the living people in your vicinity because one of them is no longer with us.
Or he's just watching reruns of his dad kill 300,000 people by cutting off aid. Anywho, so
paying money for real life faces of death.
Yeah. So aside from the impossibility of a 5-year-old bruising a grown man's eye like that, there are tons of rumors floating around online about what really happened, who really punched Elon. So I've compiled a list of suspects.
It's a long list.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of people who hate this man. Not just trying to draw a penis to the side of a car that he's responsible for, but a nice shine into the face. Oh, that is a dream. That is a make-a-wish wish.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
If I'm ever stage 4 and falsify my record so I come up as an 8-year-old, that's what I'm asking for.
Can grown adults get into a Make-A-Wish program or no?
No, I think that's strictly for kids.
That sucks.
Well, we'll falsify our records. Who cares?
Yeah. I'm 12.
Yeah.
Sorry, I have a beard.
I want to punch Elon in the mouth. Like, best we can do is send you Matt Gates.
Yeah.
You seem like you can't
That
put up
kid's 12.
a fight.
Set him on a freaking Tesla tour.
Yeah. So, leading there's two top runners for this Who Punched Elon prize. First being Scott Besson. Elon got into a scuffle with him a little over a month with the Treasury Secretary a little over a month ago. The severity of which ranged from name calling to full blown brawl, depending on which news source you actually believe.
Now I'm looking over here at Scott. Yeah, I'm checking out Scott Besson. I don't know. I don't think he's got the arm strength to swing and actually leave a body mark.
Who he looks like? Who was the super evil guy from the Bush administration?
Cheney?
No, not real evil. Just looked. Rumsfeld. He kind of looks like Donald Rumsfeld.
Like a Timu Rummy.
Well, it's either that or all these rich old white people who hate the poor all look the same to me.
Maybe they're all clones.
So he's suspect 1 because there was already some kind of altercation. Suspect 2, maybe my favorite news story, rumor, allegedly, Stephen Miller. Pee Wee German's wife, Katie, has allegedly left him to become Elon's newest baby mama.
Where's the Beyonce song, Let Me Upgrade You?
Yeah.
He's like, this guy's got even more cash.
Honestly, could not happen to a better guy.
Did you see the one picture? And it's what's his name? It's Pee Wee German hanging upside down like a bat, holding like a boombox, trying to win his girl back.
Yes. I'm also weird and part robot.
Sit on my face.
Thinking about getting metal legs. It's a risky operation, but I think it's worth it. Suspect 3, Donald Trump himself. After Elon publicly crapped all over the big, beautiful bill, it's not out of the spectrum to imagine a giant baby throwing a temper tantrum that winds up in a slap fight.
Out of those 3, who do you think can actually land a shiner?
I think it's Stephen Miller.
Yeah. I think Stephen Miller's he's got bony hands, so they're going to leave marks.
I feel like Stephen Miller, because did you see that video of him in high school or first year of college holding a protest about why should we have to clean up our own trash when we have all these janitors?
Yeah, I mean, yelling at the poor, that makes every strong man feel strong.
Yeah, but because he has such a history of it, I feel like he's had to at least dodge punches before.
He's got evasive maneuvers, is what you're telling me?
Exactly. So I'm thinking he's if I had to pick one of these guys to have been in a fight at one point, I would say it would be Miller.
I say we both agree on Miller. I just don't think it's because of his offensive capabilities, but his malnourished hands are going to leave more marks.
I think you're discounting muscle memory from taking beatings for being a jackass. And just sort of, well, I know this works as his head's bouncing off the concrete.
I mean, he's taking beatings. He's not dishing them out.
Well, after all those janitors beat me senseless. All right. And then we have our cluster of who else could have done it. We have debt collectors from any one of Elon's baby mamas where he's past due all their child support. We have anybody who's bought a Tesla before 2022, any Democrat, a non-MAGA Republican, and last but not least, literally anybody else except for Joe Rogan.
Can we go back to the Pee Wee German and Elon fight?
I imagine it in my head all day long.
Do you think they're so incomplete that they're fighting each other? And somehow Elon pushes Pee Wee's head into a locker, and that head bounces off, and then his instincts kick back in, and it's the bouncing off the locker that hits Elon in the eye. So technically, it was a defensive maneuver that scored the hit.
It's like when you go to take an opponent down and accidentally hit your own head and knock yourself out, and it's technically a knockout for that guy.
It's just nothing but Benny Hill music and just wild throws.
It's just two grown men screaming about how their fathers can sue them.
My father is so much better than you.
It's emerald money versus hidden Nazi gold.
I mean, I wouldn't rule out hidden Nazi gold for both sides.
Yeah, really. So either way, whoever ended up punching Elon, tip of the hat to you, good sir. You're my hero. I will be dreaming about being you one day.
And as a wise man once said, another one.
Yeah.
I'm Alex Midway.
I'm Eric Halsey.
Daddy, chill.
Later, Gators.